All right, what up? It's your boy, Mr. Yogi Nerd 333. And today we're jumping into this idea, talking about when you don't know why you're stuck and you don't know why your energy is so low and you don't know why you can't reach your fitness goals and you just feel like you're in this pit of sludge. The subterranean mental reasons why your fitness is off. And the ancient masters talked about this, from Christ to Edward Bach to Ida Rolf. The legendary healers of the world understood that the internal mental realm and who you are on the inside corresponds and reflects on the outside. And so I've been studying religion and I've been studying esoteric spirituality for over 15 years. It's been my life. I always wanted to be really a spiritual teacher. I always wanted to understand why we're here. I always wanted to understand health and healing. And so from studying Christ and Buddhism and esoteric healing practices and all kinds of meditation practices for the last 15 years, from the Silva method to brain retraining, I've had to overcome many illnesses. I've had to overcome mental illness. I've had to overcome physical illness. So many different challenges. And what I've learned is every single time that I got physically ill, the mind got ill too, and vice versa. Every single time my mind got ill, my physical body got ill. So the first major crisis I ran into was when I was 13. I was jumping on the trampoline and I was trying to do a shooting star, which is a backflip while you're moving forward, right? Very smart thing to do, but these are the such things that you think are going to be epic when you're a 13-year-old boy who's bored with his friends. And so I get stuck midair, fold like a lawn chair the wrong way, yoink. 1 year of back pain. And that was my first dip into depression. And what I learned from that was the physical body hurt every single day, and it beat down my brain. It beat down my mind into feeling weak, disabled, almost paralyzed even, guys. And that sadness, that isolation, and who I became through that process of losing vitality, losing hope, losing social life, that really made my body sicker and sicker. And I almost lost all hope until I met a healer, PJ. He was my physical therapist. And every single day I went in there for physical therapy. When I finally got the bright idea to go get physical therapy, he would tell me, he'd say, "John, look at me. Your day's coming, man. You're gonna get better." And he must have seen right through me. He must have seen that I was scared and hopeless. And when he said that to me, I had hope. And that hope really made me stronger. I recovered fast. I recovered within 2 months. An injury that lasted a year. And so I learned from that. I learned, wow. So my physical body responds to my mind having hope and having belief and socializing and just feeling like I'm on a road to progress. I'm going somewhere. And so moving on, I saw that pattern repeat again and again and again and again. And really, I wasn't wise enough to really internalize that lesson immediately when I'm 13. I'm just happy that I can move. I'm just happy that I can go play and run around again. And so it took many illnesses in my life to really start putting it together and realizing, okay, if I'm stuck in life, if I'm stuck in my energy, if I'm stuck and I can't break free from my procrastination, if I can't have free will and accomplish my goals, whatever it is, then maybe it's because my mind and my body are sick. My mind and my body are lacking energy. Maybe I'm lacking integrity. So moving forward, I'll tell you another story to exemplify this. So the next physical illness I had in my life was I graduated from college and I was a really super healthy guy. I was like a superhero, guys. I was like in a relationship, 6-year loving relationship, had tons of friends right when I was about to graduate, 190-pound stud, like lifting weights every day, just felt great about life. Was hopeful, wanted to be a physical therapist. And you know what happened was I had an existential crisis. I questioned my religion. I was a hardcore Christian who believed in like preaching the gospel and doing faith healing. And I tried to be a missionary for like a year and a half, 2 years. I was really on fire. But I just saw failure after failure after failure. And so I started to doubt and get a little bit jaded, and I didn't have a mentor. And I was just like this naive, like 20, 21, 22-year-old guy. And so I got discouraged, I got confused, and I fell into doubt and I fell into lust. And as I'm doing this, my girlfriend is just looking at me like, what's going on with you? And so I can't really explain to her what's going on because she's not dealing with these same doubts, right? Because she wasn't so like, she wasn't so on fire about going out and trying to heal people like Jesus did and how Jesus told his disciples to do it. And I'm like, I'm going to be a disciple. I'm going to actually do what Jesus said to do. I'm going to obey what he told his disciples to do. And so I was like, he told his disciples, wow, look at that shining peak. You guys, that reminds me, it's like a new golden age. A new king is rising. A new era is rising. As dark as it kind of looks, if you look around in America and you're looking at how messed up and divided things are, there's still hope that there's a new golden era arising. There's a new king that's arising. Just wait. We'll talk more about that later in the video. But anyways, back to the Jesus story. Back to the healing story. The mind, body, health, overcoming your boundaries by healing your body and your mind. So I really believe that I had to be a real Christian, actually go out, heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out devils, preach the gospel. Those are the 4 things that Jesus said to do. But it didn't work. So as a failed preacher, as a failed healer, I felt like a failed Christian. And so I questioned my beliefs. My girlfriend was looking at me like, who are you? And I fell into lust. I was depressed. I couldn't tell her that I fell into lust. And eventually she said, is there any future for us? And I said, I don't know. And so she was like really hurt by that. And eventually we broke up. And so I lost my religion and my life purpose. I lost my girlfriend. I stopped going to church, so I lost my social group, my social anchor. I wasn't going to college anymore, so I lost my social group and my social health, really. I started working night shifts at a security job, just a BS job, just because it was easy. I was just coasting. I hated the job. I would just watch anime all night. I thought that that was cool, but it was draining me. Had no life purpose. Had no relationship. I started feeling like I didn't want to exercise anymore. And mind you, I'm losing physical vitality. I feel like I'm sinking into this mire, this quicksand, more and more and more. Every single week that goes by, I'm just feeling more and more apathetic. Slight low-level depression creeping in. You know, this is the first time I was depressed since I had that back injury. After that, 13 until 22, I felt great. My life was on the rise. So it was like 10 years of just like prosperity. And then boom, I get hit by this atheist demon. I get hit by this mental derangement, really. I was betraying my morals, my virtues. I didn't have a life purpose. And so I worked that night shift security job for like 9 months to a year. And I just got worse and worse and worse. I got weirder and weirder and weirder. My social skills were just like I didn't know how to like talk to women anymore. I really didn't know what to do with myself. My life was empty. I was just watching anime, kind of reading about weightlifting, but secretly I felt like, yo, what the hell? Like, why am I even weightlifting anymore? Like, I lost my passion. I used to be so into this. Like, I used to feel like there was a purpose in my weightlifting, in my fitness, because I was using the health and the fitness and the vitality to actually like accomplish a goal. I felt like I was building myself into a healer. I was building myself into a physical therapist. I had this vision of myself, like I'm this jacked, like really smart as fuck physical therapist who helps other people get better. And I just know everything about the human body. And I'm just like this buff Chad who like inspires people, like PJ, like my physical therapist. And so I lost that passion. I lost that vision. I lost that hope of who I wanted to be. And so everything just felt empty. And that's really what atheism did to me. And I was an atheist. I would listen to the Atheist Experience with Matt Dillahunty. And if you know him, comment below. The Atheist Experience. Much love for atheists, really. But I don't think it's the best way. I don't think it's the best way. I really don't. I think that atheists can be great people. Really. There's no superiority complex here. But I think that imbibing and searching out and admitting that there's a possibility that there could be a higher power, that this world and this universe could have some meaning beyond what our logical mind makes it out to be. I'm not saying have faith. I'm saying being logical enough to admit that you don't know. I think that opens doors in your mind, because the search for truth has to be honest. And I think if you're an atheist, if I think that you have eliminated the possibility that there could be a God or other realms, other beings, mystical dimensions, I think that you're bullshitting yourself because you don't know. Think about it. How can you make that truth claim that there definitely isn't? You can't. You don't know. That's what I realized. So I was an atheist for like a year and a half, and all these atheists, a lot of them got it twisted, but some of them were smart. Some of them admitted, hey, atheism doesn't mean that I'm saying there is no God. It means that I have no opinion. I don't know if there's a God. I resonated with that because I thought, even if I'm not religious, I still care about truth. I want to know what the truth is. I mean, it seems like that's just like a no-brainer, like, fresh pine. It seems like that's something that every human would want, but, I'm actually coming to realize as you get older and older, a lot of people don't give a shit about the truth. A lot of people just want, like, the easy life and pleasure, right? Because coming to the truth requires you to seek, requires you to read, requires you to talk to people, requires you to experiment, because it's hard to know the truth on anything, really. I mean, science is hard. Coming to discover something is hard. We're mostly just standing on the shoulders of giants who have done the heavy lifting and discovered things for us, right? Discovering the truth is hard, even in the physical realm, let alone how the hell are you going to figure out the truth of, like, is Christ real? Is Buddhism real? Is yoga real? Is it possible to be enlightened? It's like, well, first of all, we gotta just handle our normal shit. That's what I came to realize. Before we start getting all spooky, dooky, and airy-fairy, and playing with crystals and going out and preaching to people, it's like, if you haven't experienced God ever, why are you telling people about God? See, Swami Vivekananda said that. And that resonated with me a lot. So, I wallowed in atheism for like, I'd say a year and a half, 2 years. Just let myself do whatever the hell I wanted. Wanking off every day, not caring. Working a bullshit job. Not caring about, like, my coworkers. Just passing the baton. Going home, sleeping. Wanking off. Lifting weights, hating my life. Going to make money. So I was so lost. Had no goal. And that's when I was the sickest. Like, if you saw my face, you'd just say, hey, are you okay, bro? You okay? I was getting that weird energy. That, like, that shut-in energy. Like the guy who plays World of Warcraft for, like 36 hours straight and didn't even eat. He's just like, Just gotta level up, man. Just like that weirdo energy. And I was getting that on lock, because I was just like reading comic books and anime my whole night shift, just like feeling like a zombie. I really did start feeling like a zombie. And I hit rock bottom. Just felt like a complete tool, an idiot. Said, yo, I gotta wake up. Like, I gotta wake up. Like, this is getting dangerous. I'm getting like so depressed that like I want to kill myself. Like, I don't want to live. Like, I hate my life. I hate looking forward to the day. Like, I wake up and I feel like I'm just like whimpering. Like, I feel like shit. Like, I felt like such shit. Like, I didn't know that you can feel like such shit. Like, overall, my nervous system. And I was just like so depressed. And so it happened again, guys. The whole theme of like, I felt stuck, didn't know what to do, couldn't think straight, felt stuck, didn't know how to make more money, didn't know how to like socialize. I tried to like talk to girls and they would just like run away, like literally just like run away. Be like, hey, like come here. They'd be like, oh shit. I was like, no, stop. It's like, like the weirdest, like the scariest, sketchiest thing ever. Security guard saying that to you. So don't feel bad, guys, if you're not the best with girls. We all start somewhere. Oh, wow, this looks cool. And so, wow, what a great view. And so the whole point being, I kind of started piecing the puzzle together, thinking, well, if I actually want to live the good life, if I want to be able to make more money, meet more people, feel like the man, meet more girls, get a girlfriend. Wow. Oh! That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hey! This is amazing. Wow. Time out. We gotta take some photos here. This is amazing, guys. Just enjoy this with me right now. Just enjoy this with me right now. Oh my God. Hell yeah. Time out. We'll continue this in a second.